What's going on, guys? It's DMZ Games over here, and I already picked out 5 characters that we're going to be using today just to show you what these guys' specialties and everything is. But let's get into it, show you what they can do, and yeah, I hope you guys are having a good day. It's a Sunday, so I'm quite lazy and whatnot. Anyway, we'll start off with Dr. Frost. Dr. Frost is, I will say, he's a good player. I wouldn't mind playing with him. I'll show you now. His damage is quite nice. It's really quite nice. But if I could change something about Dr. Frost, it would be his speed. Because when you're trying to get to somewhere and this bloke runs so slow, you can give a headache, man. So look there, his damage is quite well. It's quite nice. I would not mind having a Dr. Frost on my team, but if his speed was just nice. Now anyway, I use his specialty there. If you guys saw what he does, he basically just slows down the enemy. He basically just freezes them to in a way that they walk slower, not in a way that they stand still. Let me just show you there. Okay, I froze him. Now he's just walking slower. Look at it. Okay, but anyway, let me just kill myself here. Kill me. Okay, anyway, next up will be, let's use you. Now anyway, his specialty is not really nice. It's just my shield. So if your enemy is about there or behind you, you're screwed. But if he's in front of you, yeah, no, that's all he can do. His damage is quite nice. I'll show you now. Let's just get it. Oh no, that guy just threw up his shield. So see, his damage is quite good. The amount of shots is the 48. There's a 50. There's a, okay. No, his damage is quite good. Anyway, next. Let's go with we've used you. Okay, anyway, his specialty, let me show you. If you aim there and you press that bloop, and then you over here, just here by the enemy, can you see? That's his specialty. And then he goes back until his specialty is almost done, and then you can shape shift again, and then yeah, that's his specialty. It comes in handy if you get behind the guy, but if you don't get behind the guy like that, you're gonna die. And Mr. Blob over here, I personally don't like using Mr. Blob, because if you are busy with an enemy, if you are, let's say, if he's on your team and you are busy shooting the guy, now Dr. Blob has a habit here of putting the blob between you and the enemy, and it's bloody annoying. It's not very nice. So if I was, let me just blob. Anyway, if I was busy shooting an enemy over here, let's say from this distance over here, I was busy shooting a guy over here, Dr. Blob will have the habit of putting the blooming blob between us and the enemy. So you would basically just put it there, protecting the enemy, so he can shoot the target and you stand here behind the blob. And basically you can't shoot through the blob if he has put it down. So yeah, so it is quite annoying. So basically what I'll show you now, if I can just anyway, I know, but this and the pirate over there, I'm not sure if I already talked about him, but he also has a bad tendency. He just sits in the back and he snipes. That's all he does. It's comes in handy now and then if you're walking against a guy who has a strong defense or a strong amount of players, and there you're really getting smashed. He has a good advantage, but like I said, it's only on a distance that he's good. But anyway, those are the 5. I don't think I missed someone there. Yeah, but anyway, so I'll show you now what their damage is, and his damage is fine. I wouldn't really mind with the damage. It's just that bloody jelly cube nonsense rubbish. Anyway, you just snipe. You don't really have a specialty. Like I said, he just zooms in like Eagle Eye. I use Eagle Eye a lot. Like Eagle Eye, he just zooms. You get your characters that have their special abilities, and like Eagle Eye just zooms. Now Dr. Frost, he freezes his enemies and uses the freeze gun. His amount of damage is It depends on what distance you're shooting. If you're shooting from a far distance, it's low. If you're shooting close up, he does a good amount of damage. And like I said, he just puts down a shield. His damage is fine, but I wouldn't necessarily use him. And I see a lot of people use him in their games and whatnot, but I must say he's a nice guy to play with, but I wouldn't just to shapeshift back and forth. I would like to stand there next to the target and shoot the whole thing the whole time, but he goes back after a while, so I wouldn't. But yeah, no, I wouldn't play with him. Tomorrow we'll see. I'll show you this one guy I usually play with. He's not in my deck at the moment, but he's quite strong. Yeah, you are. Wait, where you are? Nah, use. Okay, now 164 is his damage on 4. Like I said, his distance is not going to be extremely good like Dr. Frost now, but if you're standing in front of a target like point blank, or you're standing in front of the objective point blank, his damage is the amount of points that he takes from the target is it's intense. It's a lot of points that he can take. Now he's extremely good for, he is a defense. Now he's extremely good for defense. Now I wouldn't, if you're pushing through to attack and you get next to objective, good for you, because you're gonna take a hell of a lot of points from the enemy. But if you would like, I'd recommend you just put him on defense. But I used to play with him a lot. I used to play with him before I had Dr. Crow. Dr. Crow, I enjoy Dr. Crow. He's a good player. But anyway, hope you guys did enjoy. Subscribe if you liked the video, and hope you guys have a good day. Cheers.